Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. I'm Ross Deuces and this is how not to play Phoenix. So this is the 4th time I've recorded this video. I've just had nothing but problems. The audio probably sounds like shit and I apologize. I am doing the very best I can. I am working with audio in a way that I've never had before and I am just mentally exhausted. If it doesn't work for me, if it doesn't consistently work for me here soon, I'm probably gonna have a mental breakdown. I apologize that I didn't get the videos in last week. The videos got fucked up and I didn't have time. I have literally one day to get all this shit done. And I can't. Anyways, I'm sorry for making excuses. I couldn't get them out. So I'm trying here now to get everything done for you. Please let me know if the audio sounds wonky. I will try my best to fix it. So this is Phoenix. I'm tired of talking about him. He's a ranged assassin that's really good at auto-attacking. He pretty much face smashes auto-attacks. His Q is a AoE laser around him. It creates a laser beam at the target point that circles around Phoenix twice, dealing X damage to enemies hit and slowing them by 25% for 4 seconds. You will see a target around you in a little circle. The circle is the origination and endpoint of your plasma cutter. Your W, you just switch between. You'll see a little bar beneath your health bar. It's a purple line or a blue dot that signifies which weapon mode you are in. Also, Phoenix himself looks different. I will show you that whenever we get to it. His first weapon mode is Repeater Cannon. Basic attack speed increased by 150%. Really good for single target damage. His next ability is Phase Bomb. Basic attacks have 1.25 increased range, deal 25% more damage and splash to nearby enemies. Really great at sieging. His next ability is Warp. Warp to a targeted location, phasing out after 0.5 seconds and arriving 0.75 seconds later. These are really good. So this is really tricky to learn because it does take a while for the wind up and then for the re-phase in. Now this is really good because during that time, whenever you're phased out, but before you phased in, if you're about to take damage, you negate that damage because you're phased completely out of existence. So say a Kael'thas hits you with the Pyroblast, or a Tracer hits you with the Sticky Bomb, or a Kel'Thuzad is about to combo you and you're out of the stun and silence. If you can time it correctly during that phase out time, whenever those abilities are about to hit on you, if you phase out correctly, you will negate all of the damage and then phase out, phase back in completely safely. Do not use this as an engage unless you know that you're chasing down targets that are going to die, and I mean 100% know that they're going to die, because this is a 17-second cooldown, and unless you take the talent where if you get kills it resets, you're gonna be easily kiteable and you have no CC except for your plasma cutter, but good luck. His trait is Shield Capacitor. Phoenix has a permanent X amount of shield, which generates at 10% per second after not taking for 5 seconds. So Phoenix does have health regeneration, and this is a fantastic way to deal with, or fantastic with Phoenix. His shield replenishes a lot faster than health regeneration, so the key you want to try to do is try to have your shield capacitor up at all times. Whenever you see that your shield is down, get out of the fight, or at least back up and try to play more safe. Your shield will be a white bar above your health bar. It's really tricky to get used to, and of course there's different play styles. That's just how I prefer to play. Of course, if I see that the target is about to die, minus if it's a Zul'jin, I will keep on it even with my shield capacitor completely gone, or my shield's completely gone, I should say. I'm trying to think. I'm really upset because the last game I played with him was really good. Anyways, his first ult is Purification Salvo. It is a 180-degree half circle. Channel for 1.5 seconds, sweeping a laser in front of Phoenix that locks onto enemy heroes. Once channeling finishes, fire 5 missiles at each locked hero, dealing X damage each, deals 50% increased damage to slow targets. Now this is a lot to unpack. So let's start off with the first part. You channel for 1.5 seconds. You are interruptible during that 1.5 seconds. If you get interrupted, your ult goes on a 10-second cooldown. Now, when you see the laser go across, you'll hear the locking sound, and you'll see a little target lock on each enemy hero that you manage to get, and it's a giant area. Once it finishes channeling, there's going to be a brief cooldown time. I don't know how else to word it. It's not really cooldown, but it's a brief time before the missiles start firing. Once that channel finishes, you will, unless you die, in fact, I think it still goes off even if after you die, unless the missile set... Let me back up. Unless you die, your missiles are going off. Your purification salvo is going off. So that's hella damage that you're about to go down. So what you want to try to do is get the purification, hit the targets, make sure the channel's done, and back the hell up. Because you can literally find a way to teleport back to the storm, to the Nexus, and your missiles will, at that exact moment, and your missiles will still go off and hit every single hero. It doesn't matter what. You can get CC'd, you can get channeled on, you can get silenced, it doesn't matter, your missiles are going off. Now, as I was blubbering about before, if you die, though, the missiles will stop. Now, the third thing to unpack about this is the extra damage for the slow targets. You want to try to couple this in whenever if you have a team full of heroes or a hero or whatever that can slow enemy heroes. That way you deal the X damage. If you don't, or even better, try to couple it with your plasma cutter. Go. Do the first sweep first, and then activate your purification salvo, because you can combo them together. Plasma cutter, once you initiate it, will go on its own. So it's a little tricky balance of keeping the enemy team locked down with the plasma cutter, dealing the damage and slowing them, primarily the slow, and then activating purification salvo onto them exactly afterwards. And while keeping your distance and trying to keep them in line. Now, I know this is really complicated, or it sounds complicated, or at least I'm explaining it like a moron, so it sounds complicated. But I will try to do my best in match to explain and show, because I'm terrible at explaining things. I greatly prefer this one. Planet Cracker is after 0.5 seconds, channel a powerful beam that spins across the battleground for 4 seconds, dealing 112, X damage every 0.25 seconds to non-structured enemies hit. So, this is a straight line skill shot that crosses the entire battleground, as the description says. You can deal a massive amount of damage for people who stay in it, but it's a fairly large line, very thick line, but it is not massive. This is really great for area denial and, area denial. If you're on a map that requires channeling and your team just needs that extra moment to get there, you can Planet Cracker, so that way the entire objective is taken up by your Planet Cracker and it buys your team time. Now, this is not the best of circumstances to use it, but it is also a viable strategy. I'm not a big fan of this because it's really easy, really predictable, and really all around worse in damage regards than Purification Salvo. You really want to use it. You don't want to use it on Volskaya Foundry if you're using it for area denial, because Volskaya has a huge objective area. It's okay for tight corridor locations and so on and so forth. The only time that I really ever pick this is if it's an objective-based map with small corridors, basically anything but Volskaya, or Hanamura. Why is it always the Overwatch maps? Because Overwatch was a terrible idea for this game. Anyways, objectives are maps like those where your team is going to be consistently moving, or there's plenty of area to move around in. You don't want to go with Planet Cracker unless your team has a lot of wombo combo potential. So later on, you may watch my Gazlo video. I go with Gravel Bomb and the Explosive. Basically, Gazlo has a lot of potential to combo people into stuns and stun locks and CC. Same with Leoric with his wall, and Tassadar with his wall. If you can get a team that wombo combos and keeps people locked down, you can Planet Cracker them down to death. However, I still don't recommend this unless you're playing with a group of people who know what they're doing and who are about to call out what's about to happen, so you know when to activate it. Now, that's not to say don't have fun with it. absolutely have fun with it. It's a fun as hell talent, or ult. It's really fun to shoot this damn laser across the map just for shits and giggles. I'm not gonna lie. But you'll rarely see me go Planet Cracker unless I have those opportunities presented that I went over before. So that was Phoenix. Let's do this.
Kentaro Adun.
Yeah. Okay.
I was not made into a dragoon to stand on the sidelines.
On the plus side of me having to redo these Phoenix videos,
This is
I
far
forgot
from
all
an
the other
ideal
times to
partnership.
put this skin on that I bought, and I'm kind of happy. So hopefully this video doesn't get scrapped, because y'all probably won't get a Phoenix video if this one has to get
10
scrapped.
seconds.
We're gonna go advanced targeting.
3,
Now,
2, 1.
I don't think I went over it, but I'm a terrible Phoenix player because I never play him. I'm just not a big fan of him.
The collar is my strength. Have my thanks.
I got combo locked into that.
I am prepared to meet my destiny. I live to fight again.
This is gonna suck. So, honestly, Asmodeus should be up top lane, but
What
it's
would you
fine. I'll
ask
take
of
pop
me?
top lane. I don't mind it. I'm a pretty good
The collar is my strength.
siege. So, the order of what we need to attack is, I don't know if I can get her. Deathwing if not. That's it.
Honor guide me. Glory waits for no one. Talent. Who will be the next to fall?
Where is this pylon? There it is. Alright, we're gonna go with
The Templar.
movement speed.
Our eternal battle will soon be upon you.
So I switched to repeater cannon because I want to try to burst this down as fast as possible. Of course I didn't get to, but really like to push down this wave before this, really bad, but whatever.
I shall
That is
purge
to say
your
he's really good
evil
at
from this land.
down lane.
It shall be done.
Unfortunately, they do have a death wing, so permanently unstoppable, can't slow them, so my purification salvo is going to be a bad idea. This is also not a good natural planet tracker. You see the circle? One circle and then the origination point? God damn, fucking T, why are you fighting?
Brings order to this realm. To me, mortals, I march for Hell's gates.
Cannot be conquered. Without hesitation.
I must rest, heroes, but I will return next.
Without hesitation. To destroy, I am restored.
Ciao, Diablo.
The collar is my strength.
See, we canceled out the ultimate.
Shall escape. The dawn of did not stop. There is no soul shall stop you.
Definitely gonna go purification.
I shall land in a moment, as will my foe.
My spirit cannot be conquered.
Yeah, I'll go with that. Let's get that real quick.
The dog along.
I must move away for now.
There is no escaping my justice.
Don't stop now.
It shall be done. Flattering targets. Glory is yours. Have you done this before? Then
Diablo.
Fearless than I thought.
Our battle cannot remain here.
Let none impede the Templar.
See, that was really dumb what I just did, but I wanted to be out of the fight.
Nothing stops the swarm.
Our glory radiates.
We're gonna go
through
with
this land.
rapid recharge. This gives us a boost to our
What would you
shields
ask
whenever
of
we
me?
gain.
Let the burning hells atone for their sins.
Acquiring targets. Such strength deserves recognition. You fought well, like a soldier. Double kill. The power is like strength. True warriors are not so easily deterred. The thrill of battle. I was hoping for a There is no show. You have my thanks.
Did I get I'm targeted by the
Honor to all here.
That was really dumb of me to move up like that.
That power is my strength. Keep destroyed. A well-earned victory. Honor God.
We're not winning.
Have no fear.
I really wish that
will return
Oriel
to
would
face the
target me,
demon
not
lord.
Kerrigan.
I
I have
swear.
better overall damage, and her rate is better with those who have better damage. But whatever.
The tide turns in our favor. Look, Tai. Thus I choose the talons.
We're gonna go with this one this time around. That way we can focus out definitely faster.
The tide turns in our
There's
favor.
no way he's alone, so I'm not gonna get that. But then again, maybe he is alone.
As you will.
I am on my way, mortals. Be ready.
Thus I serve. Acquiring targets.
For the damage sake, I know
Have
I'm
my
getting kills.
thanks. You
Double kill.
I am returning to base. Mayhem. Enemy keep annihilated.
I shouldn't have backed. Give up advantage. damn, dude, I hate...
We stand
It was at
victorious.
less than 10%. You don't fucking give up that advantage.
MVP.
My god, that fucking character pissed me off, and I'm mad. Man. So, that Kerrigan is a fucking moron. When you see people like that, ignore them. Whenever they say GG in the first 5 minutes after a couple bad engages, that is not how the game is going to play out. Maybe League of Legends, that's the way. Maybe. I'm not good enough yet at that game to make that call. But not in Heroes of the Storm. Heroes of the Storm is unique in the way that, yes, you are teamed, so all you need is a couple of good fights, and you could bounce back real fucking fast. I've had it happen against me many times, and I've had it happen with me a couple of times. Well, more than a couple for each. But that was Phoenix. I have no idea what I would have gone for my level 16 and 20. I'm sorry that I didn't get to play that long to show that many abilities, but I really wanted out of that game, and I really wanted to be done with this, so that way I could be done with this fucking video. So, as you can tell, that Kerrigan, while not the worst player, is certainly not the best player on the map. I think that went... I don't remember who MVP'd. I don't think it was me. But, anyways. No, it was Asmodean. That's right. And, of course, that Kerrigan tucked her tail between her legs and peaced out immediately because she's a fucking moron. Don't talk to people like that. Don't engage them like I did. Just hit them, ignore, and they'll go the fuck away. Sorry, I'm really agitated with this audio situation. I'm taking my anger out on that Kerrigan, even though she's a fucking bitch. Anyways, I'll probably cut all that out. So, thank you for joining me, everyone. I hope you guys have a great night, a great day, and everything else in between. Take care, and goodbye.